You have my grandmothers, you have my grandfathers, you have me as a 5-year-old, you have my daughter, who I was, who I am, who I'm going to be. So all these images are of me. They're all pieces of me. That title came directly from my 8-year-old. She was in the studio with me one day and she was like, "Mama, these look like lost souls." And I was like, "Okay, I think I may use that." It's an introduction to the art world. Like, this is Soynika, this is where she came from. You can see my swing set, you know, my backyard from Pritchard. So this is me. This is what my life was like. Painting my family members, it came from just my family photo album, and pull out pictures that I remember. And I was like, okay, I remember this, and I want to paint this. From the pandemic, I was doing featureless figures of faces that just were like simple silhouettes. And as I just, you know, painted more, they became deeper. It started off with painting my 2 daughters. It was their silhouette that started it all. I've always been infatuated with antebellum homes and silhouettes that would hang on the walls. I have no idea why that is such a thing with me. But then I wanted them to be deeper. So I just started adding more values, started adding more shades to their skin tone. And that's how I came up with the people I have now. You have direct correlation with the fish that my father has in his paintings and his cars. So all of that is Soynika. My grandfather, Aaron, Buddy Hunt Sr., his painting came at a time where I was questioning myself just a little bit. I was questioning my technique. I started off like with all intentions to do him featureless. But the photo that my reference photo, his overalls, his wrinkles, his hair was like silk. Oh man, my grandmother's house. I got that photo out and I just got on my canvas and literally just started filling in eyes. And then before you know it, I had a nose. And then I had a mouth. And I started to add his stubble. I started to add all the wrinkles and the folds. I did his eyes in one rip, and they were just how I remembered. They were hazel, but blue, but gray. It was, yeah. So if you see his eyes up close, you're looking at what I saw constantly with my granddad. You can see. That one is very special to me because he's the only one in my show that has eyes. Changing the scale from the beginning, from the earlier paintings to now, I feel like I can expand more with the background versus what I can do on a smaller canvas. They're almost life-size, like the painting of my daughter is almost life-size. So I wanted them to be big and bold and life-size so they'll feel more human-like and not just a painting. So you really can get in there and imagine. You can almost just like hug them. Being the artist in residence here, it was no limit. Literally, I just tried not to limit myself. I took it very seriously, and my family did also. So we were all I had a great support team. I want people to take away from my show, I worked hard. I want them to know a little bit about who Soynika is, who she was. I want them to feel like they are a part of my family. I want them to see themselves in my paintings. I want them to feel how I felt being raised in Pritchard on a swing set in the backyard. I want them to feel summer. I want them to feel walking down a dirt road in Alma, Alabama. I want them to feel all of that. I'm passing down to my kids and my grandkids that I was the first Black woman artist in residence. I became an artist in my 40s. I'm passing down that the name Soynika Edwards-Bush means something. And I'm passing down the ability to just create and imagine.